Mm-hmm. Broadcast has been stopped. Hmm. Says it's still going. Oh yeah, it loads really slowly. Look at the crew. Oh yeah, I got 3 people on this crew. Yep. Alright, give me a second. Hold on. Oh, because I'm in the wrong ship. No, it's a bug. If you like try and if you go into the vehicle assembly building and then launch your spacecraft, it'll like launch the last auto-saved ship instead of the one that you're trying to, use. You see the list of all these fucking spacecrafts I've made? So many of them. Alright, Lunar lander. Okay, so we got a pilot, engineer, and a scientist. Alright, so you see the little stars next to their name? So they start with 0 stars, and each class, there's 3 of them. You got a scientist, a pilot, and a engineer. Your pilot will be able to hold stability, so like you can hold one specific spot if your ship is able to. If you have a pilot. If you don't have a pilot and you don't have any like stability assist like automatic, then it becomes really unstable and you have to like try and hold it by yourself, which in turn makes it really hard to actually do anything. So it's always good to have a pilot. And then engineers, if you like break a solar panel or something, they're actually able to fix it. So if you have an engineer, it's also good. If you have a scientist, they are able to reset science experiments and like use them again, because like there's a few of them that you use and they're like a one-time use kind of thing. And then No, I think that should be it. And then like, probably like an hour, hour and a half. And I'm still technically, it's still not technically done because this will be the first time I've flown it, so I don't even know if it's gonna work. It's more of like a test drive kind of thing. I mean, the more you do it, the better you're gonna get at it, so. Okay. There. Yep. Got a pilot, engineer, and a scientist. You would save a lot of fuel doing that. Because you wouldn't have to go through Earth's atmosphere. Yeah. In fact, they added a, what is it called? You can get a moon, like, launch pad. Just burn to the next stage. It depends. It's gonna be close, I think. This rocket's a bit wobbly, I will say that. Everything that's exposed is symmetric. Yeah. The atmosphere ends at 70,000 meters. I'm about to hit 17,000 on my screen. It's probably a little of both. Oh yeah, I've got 2 stages after this. Yeah. Technically they're not. Yeah, technically they're not. No, that's why as an astronaut you're only given like a certain amount of missions you can do because you do actually get radiation. not enough to like make you sick or anything, but it's still, enough that it's like twice the amount that you're supposed to get in like a year from Earth. Yeah. Alright, let's see our apoapsis here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this into space. I had the Delta V2, but I think I might have turned too quick. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get this into space. Oh, I just referred it to the assembly. Consider it a simulation of what would have happened. That, and I think I may need to cut some weight. The engine I have on the second stage. Yeah. So the engine I have on my second stage I don't think is good enough. It's only got 250. Do a Bobcat. That's twice as much fuel consumption. So you also have to look at its thrust in atmosphere and in vacuum. Yeah. That's a really good thrust. What do you mean? I've got a couple satellites, yeah. Okay. We're going to use this engine. Or maybe not, that's too small. Okay. Alright, I'm going to test this one. put a different engine on, see if it'll change it. I'm also gonna wait a little bit to do my turn. Jesus Christ, this rocket weighs so much. 241.7 tons. Oh yeah, we put the shit out of that. Are you watching? Yeah, I'm in the process of burning my boosters right now. I just changed the engine I have on my second stage. Yeah, this is the second stage. So you notice on the left is my stages, and you'll see the meters per second meter is going down. That's telling me how much delta V I have in a stage. was like 37,000. No, I couldn't go any higher. This next stage I hit is where it should really change, because I changed the engine on that one. Yeah. So yeah, I have a lot more thrust on this stage now. I'm gonna try and hold the prograde here. Oh yeah, I could even throttle down a little. There we go. Now I'm in space. Yeah. Oh, my apoapsis is gonna hit 90,000, so we're good. There we go. Yes. And you'll see how that goes. That's gonna be interesting, to say the least. Yeah. Well, technically there's two moons, you'll see. I'll do a wide panorama here. So the little gray one that's like right next to Earth there, that is the one I'm trying to land on, because that's the one that most resembles our moon. But the moon that's farther out, you'll see is like the little purple one. That one is called Minmus, and it's really, really low gravity, easy to land on. I've done it like 3 times now. Yes, because it mostly resembles our moon, and as you know, our moon is small and has really low gravity, but it does have gravity a lot more than people think. Well, it's because I think the moon landing was fake. There's a lot of people that think that. Yeah, I don't really know what people think on that. Doing the wrong one. So you've got a lot of different things. So the little thing on the bottom is my gyroscope. So you've got different nodes for, you know, what does what and where you burn and what that'll do to your, yeah. That is my radial out because I burned too late. Then I'm going to do prograde, which will increase my orbit again. And orbit. At least trying to. Mode 2. I'm going back into the atmosphere again. That's no good. Yeah, I burned too late. I burned to increase my orbit. I burned it too late. No. So I'm going to be going back out in the atmosphere, and then I'll just time warp there. Because technically I'm in the atmosphere right now. I'm at 64,000. But I'm going back out again. Oh yeah. Wasn't a very good fuel efficient burn, but still able. Alright, there. No. I'll have to do a burn to get to the moon. The one that's closest is I call it comms extender. It's just basically a unmanned probe with a antenna on it. Okay. setting up my maneuver node. I'll warp 2. All right. So you'll see like the little orange going to the little purple dot out there. The purple dot's the moon. That's when I'm gonna reach it. And then the orange line is what my orbit's gonna look like after I've ejected my, or I've gotten. Well, the one closest is the inner line. That's not a moon. That's my probe. Yes. The farthest moon is the purple line that's out there. It's been done before. Mm-hmm. No, what do you mean blue circle? That's my orbit. Yep. And we'll watch it from the view of the ship. Or we could watch it from the view of inside the capsule. You're not gonna like it. What they see is not very no, not very much at all. Mm-hmm. See, I've got 2 different pods on this this rocket. Got a lander cam and then my actual like capsule. The lander can is usually what you're just supposed to send by itself. Could extend my solar panels. Mm-hmm. I put 4 of them on it. No. My engines run off of liquid fuel and oxidizer. See, in real life, though, there's a lot of different rocket fuels that NASA and all of them used. One of the biggest ones they used in the beginning was, like in KSP, is liquid fuel. They used kerosene, and they used liquid oxygen. Then they started using things like nitric acid and hydrogen, I believe. And the reason they did that is because it was like extremely reactive with each other, so it just like exploded on contact. Ah, look at that view. Looking towards the sun, you can see the moon. Mm-hmm. She. See, I've got the NASA flag as my my space programs. Did not realize that she was the one that was in there. It's a good thing I found that out now. Of course, I guess they're not going to separate, so it doesn't really matter. Never mind. Alright, there, and then we're going to fast forward. Because in all actuality, it's actually going to take us like 2 days to get to the moon. If you were to play it out in real time, it would take us like 48 hours. So, oh no, it's like you can go up to like 5,000 times speed. Currently, I'm going 1,000 times speed. And you'll notice, if you're watching, the red lines that are going back to Kerbin, that's my satellite strength. That's how strong my antenna is. I think that's mainly... if it was a probe, yes, but since I have actual like people, like manned capsules, it doesn't matter. I won't be able to send any of my information back, but that's alright. There's been quite a few deaths, yeah. Oh man. See if I can. Okay. Yep. All right. Have a good one.